Hey, you guys. Saints and Sinners, Season 6, Episode 7. Stay tuned. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video from your girl, Sinatra Lately. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for your continuous support. Now that I got that out the way, this is going to be a real short. I'm going to try to make this short video of the recap of episode 7 of Saints and Sinners. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So episode 6 left off with Ella being getting ready to get handcuffed and everything and taken to jail for all the crimes that she had committed or what have you at the award show for Levi, who actually presented the evidence to the police officer because Levi and Uncle Ray Ray was in cahoots. Okay, so Ella, the beginning of episode 7, Ella was not going out without a fight. Do you hear me? She was not going without a fight. She ended up grabbing a gun and she ended up snatching up Angela's ass. She should have her little crazy ass. She snatched her up and had a gun to her to help herself escape the situation or whatever. So everybody's like, hold on. Rex is trying to calm her down, and she pretty much like, they not gonna take me alive, and I did what I had to do, and this, and that. She's panicking, she's frantic. So everybody trying to convince her to put it down and everything like that, and she was not having it. So she ended up grabbing Angela and they end up running outside or whatever. She ended up hijacking a valet car and put Angela in the car and she took off. So that was that scene. I want to get to the scene of Josie and Miles because it's just something about Josie. I didn't like the way that they did her character. And I guess they probably did that for shock value because her character was not really giving any type of excitement, So I guess they had to up it up a notch to make her character interesting to even keep her on payroll because I just felt like, I don't know, it was just her character just was not it for me this season. Or any of the other seasons ever since she slept with Miles. To make her like a deranged, crazy person, that was like that's like the go-to narrative that they do, But Miles has been trying to get away from her. He ended up contacted Tam. They end up speaking. Tam ended up finding out where he was. She ended up going out to the cabin where they was. When Tam called Miles back, he's so stupid because he was not quiet while he was on the phone with her because he stole Josie's phone because Josie was lying saying that she was calling Tam and Tam wasn't answering and all this and all that. So Josie heard him talking to someone and she came in and she duct taped his mouth and her and Tam had a little few words or whatever. So Tam came out there on a dummy mission trying to be, Captain Saver. Came out there on a dummy mission and when she got in there, Josie knocked her upside her motherfucking head and she fell to the floor. And then, they had a little tussle, this, and that. And Miles fell off the bed and it was just a whole lot of. And I know I'm skipping scenes, whatever, but I just want to get to the end part. So the end part for their situation was Josie knocked Tam upside the head again, and her and Miles got into the car and she sped off with Miles. So she pretty much like, she is not taking you from me. I love you and she don't deserve you. And she's doing all that crazy shit. So back to Ella and Angela. So they driving or whatever the case may be, and again, Ella is frantic, whatever the case may. Okay, so like I said, Angela, she made a run for her out the car, so Ella was pissed about that, but Ella kept on going, and Ella made it to the church, whatever. Now let's go back to the events. Christy was so pissed off at Levi. She ended up smacking him and all that, telling she would never forgive him for that. And he was like, you know, but you know that I was right doing what I was doing. Your mother is a criminal and she needs to be charged for all her crimes that she committed and everything like that. And so she was so pissed off at him. And so she stormed out and went home. Now here is where it gets a little twisted. Okay. So Uncle Ray Ray walked up to Levi after Christy left. And so, Levi thinking that he, they on good terms and everything like that, not realizing that Ray Ray already had an additional plan going on for himself and what he was planning to do with Levi, whatever. So Uncle Ray was like, you know what? You need to sign over your shares of the company or whatever the case may be. And, that took Levi by surprise. He's like, what are you doing? And he ended up signing over his shares. It's part of the company of the TV station, whatever. And he stormed off. So now let's go back to Anna. Now I told y'all she was still working for Ray Ray. So last episode when Kendrick was going home because Anna left before him because they had a little issue with Uncle Ray Ray and everything like that. So she ended up leaving before him. So when he came home, he couldn't get in. She changed all the locks and all that type of stuff. Now, because mind you, he put her on as the state. No, what was the state? No, the foundation and all that type of stuff. Like he bringing her in. He's so stupid and gullible. All he see is Stacia. He don't see nobody else, and he is being a dumb ass as usual. Like, how are you putting all of this trust in this woman, even though she's the twin sister of your ex fiance? So when he got in, she was just like, she did a whole 360, like, this is my shit, get out, do this, do that. Oh, she kicked him out his own fucking shit. Okay. She ended up going into the room where he did not want her to go to, and when she first got there, and turns out it's the room of where the baby was supposed to happen. Sleeping at or whatever. So she ended up going in, and I knew she was crazy because she's gonna try to take on the role as Stacia. She tried to take the role as Stacia. So that was that on that part. Back to Ella. So Ella is frantic. She's at the church now, and she is like, trying to ask God to forgive her for her sins because she ain't got nowhere to go and all this and all that. Rex ended up calling her, he ended up finding her, and he ended up taking her to he took her to the house where Josie and Miles was at, because that was really the only safe place where they can go, whatever. Angela had to hitchhike, and not realizing that Josie and Miles is on this high-speed chase with Tam, she jumps out in the middle of the road. Why would you jump out in the middle of the road and you pregnant? She jumps out in the middle of the road, and Josie hits her. Josie and Miles crash really, really bad. Josie ain't gonna make it. Josie ain't gonna make it. Miles is screaming, you know what I'm saying? Stay up, stay with me, I love you, and all this type of stuff. By this time, Tam has made it to where they are. And she realized that Angela was hit and on the ground or whatever. So she went to her aid first. And then she was watching Miles as he was consoling Josie or whatever. So she was about to get ready to go over there. And Angela was like, no, please stay with me, my baby. Please stay with me and my baby. So she stayed there and she just watched Miles and Josie. So I'm for sure that Josie did not make it. Um, let's go back to the let's go back to Ella and Rex. So Jabari it has had it up to here with Rex, and he's lying and his ability his not telling the truth or whatever. Ray Ray convinced Jabari to work with him, for him to work Cyprus, and he go back to I forgot where he was from. I forgot. So he convinced them to, be in cahoots with each other and run Cypress. So they gonna run they gonna run Rex ass up out of motherfucking town, okay? So Ella and Rex made it to the cabin. Ella has really, I think, accepted who she was. After you done just really asked God to forgive you for your damn sins and all that. But she finally accepted who she was. And I think that was a whole battle for her, trying to keep up this nice facade of an image for the community and being a sinner on the, behind closed doors. So she's living her truth at this moment. Because at this point, she has nothing to lose. So they get themselves together and all this and all that. And one of Rex's boys came out there. And Rex was like, boy, you crazy? Did anybody follow you? Did anybody follow you? And he was pretty much, playing the role because now he's under Ray Ray's pockets. So you're like, no, ain't nobody follow me. I'm good, whatever case may be. So when he got in, Rex went to the window and he seen Jabari and all the goons outside the cabin. So somebody knew where they was going. I think it was the guy. He told them where Rex and Ella was gonna be at, or whatever the case may be. And he tried to be slick with Rex, and Ella just offed his ass. Like power. Just offed his ass. So now it's just her and Rex in that cabin with all those guns, and they're going to try to have a fucking showdown. They're going to try to have a showdown. So Jabari, like I said, Jabari is outside, all that stuff. So it's about to get real. So I might have to stop this right here and go to my tablet and record from there. So just sit tight for a second.